In the past few months, I've spent hours breaking down Marcelo Garcia's matches in full, studying every grip, every transition, every reaction that made him one of the most complete grapplers of all time. And now I've put all of those studies together into one long video. You're going to see the rhythm of his movement, the way he creates chaos and then quietly solves it, the way he turns tiny details into entire systems. Let's start with number 1. This match is going to be amazing. At the time, Marcelo Garcia was considered the best submission grappler in the world, feared for his pace, deadly backtakes, and clinical finishes. And Jake Shield brought a crushing top pressure, forged through years of MMA and high-level wrestling. It's a true clash of styles, and seeing how Marcelo deals with that kind of pressure is what makes this matchup so compelling. Marcelo is deciding to wrestle, but I think he's just looking for grips to pull guard. So let's see, he's jumping close guard. He's straight away like hip escaping into butterfly, but Jake Shield managed to put him into knee shield. Not many people know, but Marcelo was mainly a deep half guard player when he started with Jiu Jitsu, and then he transitioned into butterfly guard because he felt stuck playing deep half guard. Marcelo's game is very active. He is constantly attacking and heisting up, pushing, pulling. He's always creating momentum, so the opponent is never safe. He really doesn't like to sit in half guard. Single leg for Marcelo, but Jake is going for a headlock straight away. That was very good from Jake. And maybe he will end up in mount, but Marcelo is framing the hip of Jake, so it will be hard. Watch how he's using that butterfly hook also. And now single leg kicks? Yeah, nothing there. Marcelo straight away is attacking this arm lock. So good. Let's see it in slow motion. So Marcelo goes for this single leg, but Jake Shield puts the hip pressure in straight away. And after that, he goes for this arm in guillotine. To counter that, Marcelo is using that hip post on Jake Shield and also using the butterfly hooks in. So it's hard for Jake Shield to go straight into mount on Marcelo. And the best people in the world don't just recover. They recover and straight away go into attacking position. So that is what Marcelo will do here straight away. He never just recovers. He's straight away attacking. So after recovering, Marcelo is straight away going for single leg kicks, putting pressure on the hip of Jake Shield. And when Jake Shield recovered, he straight away goes for this arm lock. This is amazing work from Marcelo. Constantly attacking. But Jake Shield recovered and they ended up in close guard. Marcelo really doesn't like to be in close guard because it's easy for the top guy to stall and control your hips. So Marcelo is straight away pushing him, you see. Okay, butterfly guard again. Jake Shield is standing tall, so maybe I'll wrestle up from Marcelo. Yeah, he tried, but Jake Shield put the pressure on. Marcelo was going for omoplata, but it didn't work. Watch how Marcelo is straight away pushing the hips of Jake and recovering that sit-up guard. Jake Shield really likes to force half guard, and I think that is a smart strategy for him. But Marcelo is framing all the time, sitting up again. Again into close guard. But watch how Marcelo will just hip escape straight away from this position. He really doesn't like to be there. Okay, sitting up straight into a single leg, running the pipe, and he got Jake down. That was amazing. Yeah, Marcelo is not like a wrestler, but he has very good single leg. He started working on his single leg when he saw Demian Maia in his gym, putting everybody down and just passing the guard. And Marcelo was mainly a guard player, so he was needed to sweep his opponent and then pass the guard. So after watching Demian Maia, he decided to work on his single legs and arm drags. And this is going to be interesting to watch because Marcelo is one of the best at forcing half guard hip to hip. And also he's one of the best at passing it. And he has so much strategy from this position, which I will talk about it later. Jake Shield is mainly looking to high step from here and escape this position. He's not known for playing guard. He's not comfortable here. And you see he's trying to get up, but it's hard. Marcelo is cross-facing him and putting that hip-to-hip pressure. Okay, Marcelo is again looking to hip switch here. Jake Shield is just looking to high step. But he really needs to be careful because Marcelo is dangerous from this position. And straight away Marcelo is going for this no arm in guillotine. the angle of this guillotine is not perfect, so let's see if he'll readjust. Jake is defending very good here, like putting that forearm on the arm of Marcelo. And he tried to high stop with a single leg, and that was big mistake from Jake Shield. Oh my god, he's stopping. That was crazy. Let's see it in slow motion. Let's go a little bit back, because Marcelo is doing amazing stuff that are easy to miss. So he's very good at forcing this half guard, right? But nobody realizes that he's like doing this hip switch just so he can bait the opponent to high stop, you see? Because when people high stop, they leave their head open for a guillotines or darts or anacondas. So watch how Marcelo will on purpose hip switch and let Jake Shield get up just a little bit, just so he can get that guillotine, you see? So now Jake is trying to get up. He needs to go on an elbow, yes. And watch now Marcelo, straight away, bam! So good. And he will put him back on the ground, which it was not good angle, you see? Watch this, the angle was not perfect on that guillotine. So he is trying to like get out of this half guard, and now he will hip switch again, which will make the left hip of Marcelo light. So look this trap for Marcelo. He will let Jake Shield breach him off, so he can adjust this guillotine, you see? Because when people breach, they leave their neck open. So Jake Shield is going to breach, and straight away Marcelo is putting him down with that butterfly hook in, with a perfect guillotine from mount. And straight away Jake is being submitted. That was amazing from Marcelo. Amazing. Everybody's cheering. He is so happy. That was amazing match. And Jake Shield, I think he did really good, because he was forcing Marcelo into half guard, which not many people can say that they even forced him into half guard. There is so much footage on YouTube from Marcelo, so you guys can learn, because he's one of the best to ever do this sport. If you guys know Marcelo Garcia and JT Torres, you already know this is going to be incredible. Back in Marcelo's prime, every roll with a visitor was filmed and posted on his website. That is why it's always impressive to see high-level guys like JT visit. They know it's going to be tough, they know a lot of people are going to see it, but they still step on the mat. Let's start right away. Marcelo Garcia using dummy sweep to off-balance JT Torres, and he's finishing with a single leg. That was very nice. It is interesting to see how JT will do against Marcelo in playing guard, because Marcelo is one of the best at passing this reverse de la Hiva, which JT plays a lot. Marcelo's main strategy for passing guards like this is just to force half guard. He's very good at forcing half guard and from there passing. Also, these back steps he does from these positions are so good. So pay attention, maybe he will do it. Marcelo going for a knee push. He's ending up in deep half guard, which JT is using to wrestle up. But Marcelo in a guillotine, let's see. He's trying to sweep with it. Yeah, he got the sweep but lost the position. But this is a very deep knee slice attempt here. And he also has this far side underhook. Pay attention of the head of Marcelo. The positioning of his head. And now he's controlling that far arm of JT. Let's see. Yeah, mostly Marcelo is looking for a movement from JT from here. Because he's very like reaction based with his submissions. He's always trying to counter attack and cut the opponent while moving, instead of doing this like steady pressure and finishing JT. So let's see, maybe going for a north-south choke, which he's the best at it. Okay, JT is going into turtle, and I don't think this is a smart strategy for JT, because Marcelo is one of the best at getting the back from these positions. Marcelo trying to control the wrist of JT, let's see. Now trying to get a seatbelt. I think he'll jump over the body of JT and try to get the back, yeah. When Marcelo gets this seatbelt, it is so hard to get rid of him. He's very sticky. And now chair sitting, let's see. He needs to pull JT onto him, yeah. He's getting that bottom hook in, now the top hook with the arm trap. And it is interesting that Marcelo never uses body triangle. He's always trying to capture the hands of the opponent from the back. Like this, straight away trapping that top arm. Let's see, controlling the left wrist of JT. And now he will do one arm choke for sure. Watch how he's also using his head. Basically, he's pushing JT's head into the choke. That is very interesting detail. And it helped me a lot, that detail. Okay, let's see, butterfly guard for Marcelo. JT is choosing to play butterfly guard himself, so let's see. straight into a guillotine, but I think that was just to scare JT to play supine guard. And now he's forcing half guard. Marcelo Garcia at that time was one of the best at forcing half guard and passing from there. I think it is mainly because he was also very good at playing half guard when he was younger. So he knows exactly what to do because he put so much time playing that guard. And JT has a Kimura, but let's see if he'll manage to do something from here. Marcelo is just waiting on a timing to yank that hand out. Yeah, he's trying to get his elbow line out, you see. But JT is holding that Kimura. Maybe he will need to off-balance Marcelo to the right, something like a John Wayne. But now he cannot because Marcelo is putting his left leg up, you see. So let's see, yeah, he completely lost that position. But he also recovered full guard, so that is also very useful, just to recover your guard with that Kimura. JT playing butterfly guard again. Okay, he's getting an overhook on the right leg of Marcelo. Maybe going for a single leg, yeah, but now he cannot because Marcelo backstepped. It is interesting how Marcelo will use that backstep just so he can create a scramble. And from the scrambles, he's very good at attacking guillotines. JT again playing reverse de la Hiva. Pay attention to the right hand of Marcelo. See gripping that top leg of JT all the time. So it's hard for JT to pummel it or create a momentum, you see. Marcelo is one of the best at like completely shin slicing from here and forcing half guard. Let's see if he'll manage to do it. Yes, he is going for a body lock. Okay, this is getting deeper and deeper. I think this will be pass for Marcelo. Yes, he's completely over the bottom knee of JT, but JT completely recovered. That was amazing off balancing from JT and recovering. Maybe he can even get a omoplata from here. Let's see. But Marcelo is defending. Yeah, he got up. Okay, de la Hiva for JT. Yeah, he really likes this reverse de la Hiva. Going for Kiss of the Dragon. Let's see. Okay, pay attention. Marcelo is very good at getting guillotines from here. Let's see if he'll manage to get it. Okay, yeah, he's going for a guillotine. Yeah, let's see. Come on, Marcelo. Okay, this is getting deep. Yeah, this is high elbow guillotine for sure. That was amazing. You see how he will create a scramble and then he will catch you like with a guillotine. It's amazing. Okay, now he's playing butterfly guard. So let's see. Marcelo is one of the best at hand fighting from this position. If you want to learn how to hand fight, watch Marcelo's old videos of him hand fighting. They're one of the best. And JT is pushing him supine. Marcelo really doesn't like to play supine, but he's mainly trying to get up from this position. Or maybe catch like a quick armbar from here. And JT is putting a lot of pressure on Marcelo. Yeah, Marcelo is just sitting up straight away. Pay attention how he's keeping his chin tucked. So it's hard for JT to get like a flying guillotine or something. That is very interesting to watch. And now again JT is forcing Marcelo into supine. Let's see. Both of the legs of Marcelo are in inside position, so maybe it will be easier for him to get like a single leg X. Let's see. He was looking for a butterfly sweep, I think, with those like grips, but he didn't manage to get it. And now he was trying to get like a guillotine from heisting up, and JT is chasing the back of Marcelo. And he got the body triangle, but it's on his side, and they're on the edge of the mat. So let's see if he'll stick this position. Yeah, it's hard for Marcelo to escape because there is no space for him to escape. Let's see, yeah, this is a complete back take now. It was hard for Marcelo to continue rolling, you see. So JT didn't let him go to like recenter. Yeah, this is hard. Let's see if he'll manage to escape. Also, Marcelo is very careful when he's defending the back. He's not exploding. He's waiting for a good opportunity to escape, you see. So I've seen him lose a lot of time because he's very careful all the time hand fighting instead of just exploding and wasting energy. And the round ended, so thank you guys for watching. Hey guys, most people study Jiu Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. This match is going to be amazing. Both Marcelo and Braulio were considered among the best in their divisions, but this is the absolute and Braulio is the bigger guy here. It's going to be really interesting to see how Marcelo deals with the size difference, the grips, and the pace of Braulio. So let's get right into it because this match only gets better and better. Braulio tried to jump into close guard, but Marcelo was standing tall, so it was hard for him to get that close guard. Now he's in De La Hiva. He's trying to pummel that left leg of his into single leg kicks, but Marcelo is closing that space with his right elbow. And now this is a better position for Marcelo. He is over the left knee line of Braulio, but watch how Braulio is pushing that shoulder of Marcelo. That guard recovery from Braulio was perfect. You never want people to hug your hips like that. So he completely shut down Marcelo with that shoulder push. Okay, again into this like De La Hiva position for Braulio. Yeah, Braulio is trying hard to pummel his De La Hiva leg into something like single leg kicks. But Marcelo is keeping that space closed, so it's hard for Braulio to get into single leg kicks. And now close guard for Braulio. But watch how fast Marcelo is standing up and clearing this close guard. Underhook for Braulio. That was very good sweep attempt. But I've never seen Marcelo be swept from there. It's so hard, man. He's so good at balancing and clearing that close guard. Okay, let's see. Again, Braulio is trying this like inside position. And now he's going with the both hooks in. But even though Braulio has like that inside position, Marcelo is hand fighting so hard, if you can notice. So it's hard for Braulio to get like an elevation on Marcelo. And now Marcelo is forcing half guard with hip to hip pressure, which I really like. But Braulio is going for a Kimura. Okay, let's see. Marcelo going over the head of Braulio. Oh my god, that was risky for Braulio, but he recovered his guard completely with that. Yeah, people can jump on an armbar from the top when you hold on that Kimura for too long. But Braulio recovered his guard completely. Now pummeling that left lasso of his, holding the triceps of Marcelo, so it's hard for Marcelo to move side to side. And again into close guard. Braulio really likes this close guard, but yeah, Marcelo is like underhooking that leg completely and standing tall, so he doesn't get like a triangle. Let's see. Again into this like De La Hiva position with the right leg of Braulio trapped. But it will be easier for Braulio to like elevate Marcelo with that right leg, so let's see. Yeah, he's trying, but Marcelo is just hand fighting all the time. Like, watch the left arm of Marcelo. Just hand fighting all the time. It's so hard to get like a clean grip on Marcelo so you can elevate him, you see. Even though you have like a good position, it's so hard to elevate him. He's the best for learning how to hand fight. Just watch his matches. And now he's trying this like knee slice with underhook, but Braulio is framing that far shoulder of Marcelo and nothing there. Again, Braulio is pummeling his left lasso in, holding the triceps of Marcelo. That is very important for him to not get like fast passed from Marcelo. Braulio guard retention and framing from the bottom is so good. I don't think he gets like enough praise from people because he was so good at playing guard. For how big he was, this was so rare in those days to have like this good guard at that time. So let's see. Yeah, just framing, pushing the hip of Marcelo. He's just trying to get under Marcelo, but it's so hard. He's trying the same thing, but it doesn't work. But I like those triceps grips. So he's pulling Marcelo into him. Again into this like De La Hiva now. Marcelo smashing the hip of Braulio. That was so good. Braulio really likes that Kimura, but I think he's just using it to scare Marcelo so he can make distance and recover his guard. Okay, let's see. Marcelo really likes this knee slice from here. But he only likes to do it if he has that underhook on the far side. And he got that underhook, but Braulio again recovered with the momentum of Marcelo pushing forward. And again into this like De La Hiva position. Let's see. Yeah, Braulio is keeping his left leg under the knee line of Marcelo. So Marcelo is smashing that leg all the time. You really need to keep that left leg of yours over the knee line of Marcelo or at the same level of the knee line of Marcelo. So just not below. So let's see. Look at that triceps grip from Braulio. All the time he's holding that triceps of Marcelo. Let's see if he'll manage to get inside position because he is trying for like 5 minutes. Okay, backstepping for Marcelo. Braulio inverts straight away to defend that backstep from Marcelo. Arm drag for Braulio straight into single leg kicks. Oh my god, but watch how fast Marcelo is clearing those legs of his. He was pushing the legs of Braulio under the knee line of his straight away. Braulio again trying to enter into single leg kicks, but Marcelo backstepped again. His timing is perfect. But Braulio is keeping that Achilles grip on Marcelo, so it's hard for Marcelo to clear his leg. Oh my god, maybe he will manage to get this sweep. Yeah, this is very, very good for Braulio. Yeah, that Achilles grip is so robust. It's so hard to just slip from that grip. Now he's in a body lock position against Marcelo. And Marcelo really doesn't like to be in this position. Let's see how Marcelo will manage to recover from this position. He's very, very good at recovering when he's smashed. Butterfly half guard for Marcelo, so it's not that bad. But Braulio is having like a body lock, so that is bad. And also people say that Braulio is so strong, so strong. He doesn't look like he is that strong, but he's very, very strong. So he's bigger than Marcelo. And watch how he's readjusting that body lock all the time, just making it tighter and tighter. So now he's going into tripod position, so it's easier for him to get like into this knee slice position. Oh my god, he sliced through that guard of Marcelo like butter. And Marcelo is trying to like escape this position and go into turtle. Let's see. Okay, maybe Braulio will get his back because he is completely turned to the side, Marcelo is. Let's see. Still Marcelo is trying to get into this like turtle position. I would really recommend him to go back into mount or something because Braulio is so good at attacking from the back. But let's see. Also, I think he will give points if he goes into mount, so that is a dilemma for Marcelo. He is still trying to force this turtle position. Yeah, but Braulio is just squeezing him so hard. It's so hard to move. And now he is transitioning into this arm triangle, this side arm triangle, which you rarely see. It's becoming more popular now. But you see, Braulio was doing this choke so many years ago. So it's so interesting to see. Yeah, I think this will be over. Yeah, he submitted Marcelo with that. But very good match. And Marcelo did very, very good. For how much smaller he is, he did very good. Most people remember Marcelo Garcia for his speed, his timing, and his ability to make world-class grapplers look like beginners. But at ADCC 2007, he faced one of his toughest challenges in the absolute division. Gracie was much bigger, much stronger, and known for crushing pressure. But Marcelo didn't try to match strength with strength. He relied on movement, precision, and timing, turning every attack into a chance to reverse the momentum. While others got stuck under pressure, Marcelo used pure technique to stay one step ahead, proving that connection and strategy can overcome any size difference. Let's take a look at how Marcelo Garcia faced Gracie at ADCC and how he turned skill into the ultimate equalizer. And this is one of those rare moments where Marcelo Garcia arm drag did not work, so he finds himself in chest-to-chest half guard with a crossface and near side underhook for rolls. But Marcelo is one of the best at repummeling his butterfly hook and making space, just like this. Watch the left leg of Marcelo. Straight away looking for a single leg X, but it did not work, so they ended in close guard. Guys, Rose is so scared of Marcelo. You will see it in this match. Like, people at that time, they were so scared. Even though they were bigger than Marcelo, everybody was scared. So mostly they were just looking to pass the time and end up in a decision or try to wrestle with him in overtime. So this is the problem that Marcelo had. And this is the same problem Gordon Ryan has. People are just looking to survive against him. And if you see like Rose, is getting like a body lock here, but he's not doing anything. Like from this position, if you don't jump over one leg of Marcelo, it's hard to do anything. But in the referee's eyes, it looks like he has like a body lock and he's passing. But Marcelo is very good at dealing with people like this. He's very good at repummeling his butterfly hooks, like he did when he escaped the half guard. So let's see what he will do from here. He's trying to make the space, pushing the hips of Rose, you see, and then he will pummel his butterfly hooks in, which is a very good strategy for Marcelo. But Rolls really doesn't like to move from this position. Like, he's being very problematic and forcing this close guard. That is why I don't like close guard in matches with people who are just trying to survive. Because they can spend so much time there. And in my opinion, it's better for you yourself to open your guard and try to push them away and then play open guard. If you are not the best in the world in close guard. Like Mika Galvao or Mateus Hudson or Roberto Jimenez, it is beneficial for them to play close guard. But if you are not that good, do this like Marcelo, you see. He is straight away trying to hip escape and make space. But Hos is following him all the time. So now the referee is telling them like, you need to hurry up, like this is boring. Hey guys, most people study Jiu Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. But Marcelo is trying to make distance and attack. It just rolls, like he doesn't like to move at all. Like he's so scared from Marcelo, it's crazy. And he's so much bigger than him, that is like the funny part. And this is a very nice omoplata attempt. Rolls is doing very nice job jumping over the head of Marcelo and onto the left side of Marcelo. Like this is one of my favorite defenses from omoplata. And then he made space and he released his elbow line from that omoplata and he's free. But that was very nice escape from Rolls. Guys, pay attention to the left arm of Rolls. Look this terrible mistake he did. And he got completely broken there. Let's see it in slow motion. Guys, pay attention to the left arm of Rolls, his left elbow and his left knee. How far away they are. And watch the right knee of Marcelo. He has inside position into the hip of Rolls, into the left hip, you see. This is like a free attack for Marcelo Garcia. Like this is a crazy mistake. The only time you can do a position like this if you are having a control of the opponent's hips, you see. So if Rolls jumped over the knee line of Marcelo Garcia and he ended up in half guard, he can do anything, like he can put his hand anywhere. But he was so far away and so exposed, and also he did not have his knee and his elbow connected, you see. He was so far away. So he was free for omoplatas, he was free for like arm locks like this, he was free for triangles, because you always want to have your knee and elbow connected if you are that far away from the opponent. And the same rule applies in the gi. The same. This was like crazy mistake from Rolls. Crazy mistake. And he got hurt really, really bad. This is like very sad. Guys, I also want to show you the first match of Marcelo Garcia in this absolute division. He was facing Mario Miranda and the poor guy got Marcelo Garcia in the first round. And it was completely one-sided match. Everything Marcelo did in this match, he did it perfectly. And straight away he is looking for this arm drag, but Mario Miranda is coming from MMA background. He has a good top base. So Marcelo Garcia pulling straight into single leg kicks. He tried to do a dummy sweep just so he can wrestle up. But when that did not work, Marcelo Garcia straight away going for single leg kicks. Let's see, going for arm lock here, but that did not work. But that was scary there. And straight away, he's going single leg kicks, and that was a free heel hook for Marcelo Garcia. But Marcelo Garcia really doesn't like to do that much heel hooks. Only heel hook I've seen Marcelo do is against Ricco Verhoeven. But mostly Marcelo Garcia, when he gets a single leg kicks or a X guard, he's mostly trying to sweep from that position. Because he knows if he is on top, the game is over. Body lock passing, let's see if he will manage to hold it. And Miranda is not even trying to go into turtle, so... And pay attention to the hands of Marcelo Garcia. Both of his hands are on the other side of Miranda, on the far side, you see. And that usually means that Marcelo Garcia is looking for a north-south choke. Just like this. And the angle is bad. But Marcelo Garcia is trying to turn the head of Miranda to the ceiling with his right rib, you see. So he's moving his ribs into the head of Miranda. So he can make Miranda look to the sky. That is very important detail that Marcelo is doing from that position. But Miranda recovered. Let's see, Marcelo Garcia will straight away go for the same choke, I think. Let's see, Miranda is trying for Kimura here, but I don't think he will get anything. Yeah, he got cross-faced. But yeah, nice try maybe. Yeah, Marcelo Garcia will again go for this for sure. But he got stuck in half guard, which is not much for Miranda because Marcelo Garcia is one of the best at escaping this position. And he's even trying to set up the north-south choke straight from half guard. And when he gets free, he will have a very nice connection to Miranda. But also he needs to be careful because Miranda can bridge very hard from here. Yeah, and he did. So Marcelo straight away goes for mount. But he really doesn't like to attack from mount. Sometimes he will do a triangle from mount, but mostly he's looking for this north-south choke. Pay attention to the ribs of Marcelo, the right rib. Watch how he's making the head of Miranda look to the ceiling. This is very important, and straight away he got the choke. Just amazing work from Marcelo, amazing. Hey guys, most people study Jiu Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. Let's break down Dillon, Danis and Marcelo Garcia sparring session. And straight away Marcelo is playing butterfly guard, going for this double leg, holding the ankles of Dillon so it's hard for him to heist up and straight into this like arming guillotine. But let's see if he will finish it because Dillon has like a very close distance with his hips, so it's hard for Marcelo to put a butterfly hook in. Let's see if he will manage to do it. This is like this is not good position for Marcelo, but because he has like that chin strap on Dillon's head, it's saving him. Like he cannot like fully pass to side Dillon. So let's see what he will manage to do. He's still trying to get the butterfly hooks in, which I think is the smartest thing from here. Now sitting up, still has that chin strap grip. It's very good grip for recovering. So let's see if he'll manage to do it. Yeah, he just recovered the guard, so this was very smart. And very good attempt from Dillon also. They're starting from their knees. It's very interesting how they start from their knees in Marcelo Garcia Academy. So pulling guard Marcelo is. Let's see, his sit-up guard is one of the best. So let's see how Dillon will manage to deal with this. Okay, supine guard now. That was very good from Dillon. Let's see. And straight away into butterfly sweep from Marcelo. Let's break this down. Because Dillon and Marcelo has done like so many rounds together. Dillon knows that Marcelo, when he plays supine, he's not like really comfortable there. So he always will try to push him supine first. Because people who play butterfly rarely play supine guard also. So he goes like supine and then gets this like double underhooks here and tries to pass the guard. But Marcelo's sit-up recovery is one of the best in the world. I think he revolutionized this position, like sitting up to recover the guard. And straight away, because Dillon was still trying to pass, with that momentum, Marcelo did this like triceps butterfly sweep to the left. So that was very good. And when Marcelo sweeps with butterfly, it's so interesting to watch because he doesn't really get like double on, like over under or like a very good underhook to sweep. He just gets like a little wrist grip or triceps grips and straight away sweeps. So it's so much easier to set up that sweep instead of getting like a fully like underhook and like a strong overhook, because people don't let you do that. And straight away going for this like crucifix position. Cool. And he got the one arm choke. Marcelo is so good at this crucifix position in nogi, and I don't know how many people play that, because I rarely see that. In the gi, it's more like people play it more in the gi because it's less slippery, but Marcelo is one of the best at this position in nogi. So let's continue. Again, supine guard, you see like Dillon is forcing this position and Marcelo is not comfortable there. You see like he is forced to roll out. Dillon trying to get that back, Let's see if he'll manage to get the right leg of Marcelo. Yeah, nothing there. You see, when Marcelo rolled through, now Dillon is trying to catch the right leg of Marcelo with that hook, with his left hook, you see. But it's so hard because Marcelo is keeping that knee close to his butt, you see. So it's so hard for Dillon to get that hook. And then Marcelo like spin out. That was very good. Let's see. Okay, again headlock position. Marcelo is so good from this position. We can learn a lot. And straight away putting the hands on the mat. I think this is the most important thing when you have this head position. You always want people to post their hands on the mat and don't let them like back away. Always put pressure on the head and make them post the hands. Okay, so let's see. Going for this guillotine again. Dillon has like a very good defense from this guillotine. I rarely see people defend Marcelo's guillotine. But also Marcelo doesn't really likes to like do this like arm in guillotine. He really likes that like a clear guillotine without the arm in. And straight away going for this seatbelt. Also Marcelo, one of the best at like taking the back from this like seatbelt. Let's see, one hook in. Dillon defense is very good. I'm impressed with his defense. And again, like he got one arm like stuck here and straight away like one arm choke again. It's so powerful position that like one arm choke. Okay, Dillon playing guard now. Marcelo pressure passing is so good. Like like pay attention how he like smashes the hips of Dillon. He was one of the best at that time at doing this. Like he's always trying to smash the hips. And it's so hard. Like I rarely see people like defend this from here. Okay, let's see. Forcing half guard. Dillon is trying to get that like this Kimura grip, but you see like how close the right elbow of Marcelo is to his hip, to his right hip. So there is no space for Marcelo to get this, for Dillon to get this. And now this like reverse half guard. Marcelo really likes this position because when people turn into him for turtle, he gets like this guillotine from here. So he's baiting them from this position and it's very smart. Okay, he's pushing Dillon back again. And Dillon goes for this heel hook. Let's see if he'll manage to do it. But Marcelo cleared the knee line, so it was easy for him to slip away. Okay, Marcelo playing guard again. Let's see. It's interesting what Dillon does to pass the guard, but Marcelo is so good at recovering. Again, these double underhooks. This is very good. And now going over under. Oh my god, this was very good from Marcelo and straight into side control. Watch this. When Dillon goes for this like over under pass, and watch this. Marcelo gets this like triceps grips, and then does this like John Wayne sweep to the left. And he's also putting pressure on the right hand of Dillon, you see. Pay attention to this. He's basically doing like this, like John Wayne without the legs holding without Marcelo legs holding Dillon's legs, you see. He's just opening the left knee and like putting pressure on the shoulder, on the right shoulder of Dillon. So this is very good and straight into underhook. So it's easy to stick this position now. Hey guys, if you like these breakdowns, you need to check out my Patreon. On my Patreon I post exclusive matches daily that I can't share on YouTube. Detailed breakdowns plus personal coaching where I break down your own videos. Let's continue. Okay, so let's see Marcelo. Yeah, I thought Dillon will escape this, but straight into armbar now for Marcelo. Let's see if he'll manage to get it. Dillon defense is like so good. I am so impressed. He's really good. People see him now like just joking around, but he was very good at Jiu Jitsu. He had like close match even with Gordon Ryan, so at ADCC. So he was no joke back then. Okay, so Marcelo is trying to strip the grips of Dillon. This is not like a robust grip Dillon has, so I think Marcelo will manage to get it. Just yeah, he just pushed the elbow and cleared the grip. Okay, again. Okay, stand up now, but yeah, they go back again. They always start from their knees. It's so funny. Let's see. Okay, guillotine for Dillon, and this was very good roll through from Marcelo. You see, like this roll through, it's so important because when people have like this guillotine, watch this. Marcelo straight away goes for this roll through with his right butterfly hook in, you see. So you can even end in side control like this. And always like you see the left arm of Marcelo was framing the shoulder. So this is like very good defense for guillotines. And I've seen like Mika Galvao does that same defense, and it works really well. Rear body lock for Marcelo now. We can learn a lot from like his rear body lock because he always manages to get the people down and also like take the back. So, but he's right now going just for this crucifix, which is very interesting. He's not even battered with the hooks. He's trying to get this crucifix. And he's like controlling the left arm of Dillon also. He really likes this like one arm chokes from here. It's interesting. I don't know like how people will manage to get better at this because it's so hard to get better at this in Nogi because it's so slippery. But Marcelo is like a master at this. But in the gi, I think it's a lot better this position. But I haven't put like so much effort in Nogi because I'm so scared of people just like slipping out and losing the whole position because of that crucifix. But Marcelo really likes it and straight away into this ankle pick. This was very good. Like watch this. Like he goes to the ankle and pushing the far shoulder of Dillon. So he is making like push-pull reaction and making the leg of Dillon light. So that was very good. Okay. Dillon again going into this like turtle position. Trying hip switch but nothing there. Yeah, Marcelo is so good. And again going for this like guillotine arm in. Let's see. Yeah, he goes for this guillotine, but he mainly uses it to get the back. He doesn't really go for a choke. I've seen like he likes to get like a good position from there, and then goes like for his like no arm in guillotine. Again rear body lock for Marcelo, and this was very good. Like this, watch this. Instead of putting the hooks in, he goes just behind the elbows. So I think this is like a better reaction to take the back, but I think it's a little bit riskier for your opponent. But I think it's safer instead of putting the butterfly hooks, because people, when you put the butterfly hooks, they float on the hooks. So it's easy for them to spin out. But here you don't give them, like this, you don't give them that opportunity. And straight away trapping the arm of Dillon and doing this one arm choke again. Yeah, Marcelo is master in that. And the round is about to end, so thank you guys. Guys, this one is going to be very interesting. Marcelo Garcia against Rafael Lovato Jr. in the gi. Straight away Marcelo is fighting for grips. He's one of the best at getting what he wants, from bottom and from top. So if you want to study how to grip fight, Marcelo Garcia is one of the best. And he has infinite amount of footage to study. You see, like, if he doesn't like the grip, he will straight away disengage fully. But now, also Lovato has like a great grip sequence here. And he used it to go into X-pass straight into a knee slice. That was very interesting because Marcelo was framing his shoulders, you see. So the X-pass did not really work that great because his shoulders were far away. So he transitioned into knee slice from that X-pass. That was very interesting from Lovato. And now he is straight away going into mount. That was just perfect from Lovato. But Marcelo is one of the best at creating momentum and getting his knees back inside. So he manages to do straight away. He's looking for that belt grip, which I really like. Now he needs to open his right knee, just like this. Now he's in a perfect position to attack. Let's see, straight away into single leg X. Pay attention how Lovato is controlling the right arm of Marcelo. He really needs to strip that grip off, and he did it with his knee. That was amazing. That grip is very important if you are on bottom, because you need that grip to stand up, you see. Because if Marcelo tries to get up, he will need that arm to post on the mat, you see, so he can do a technical stand-up. So that is why Lovato is so concerned and he's holding that arm. And if Marcelo tries to stand up, he will just pull it up, you see, Lovato will. So it will be so hard for Marcelo to do a technical stand-up if that arm is off the ground. But also Lovato needs to be high. His hips need to be higher than Marcelo for this to work. If he's too low, if he like hip switches here and he bring his left hip to the ground, Marcelo can still explode and stand up without having that elbow on the ground. That is very, very important here. So Lovato needs to be high. His hips need to be higher than Marcelo. You see, just like this. When Marcelo tries to stand up, straight away Lovato is pulling that arm up and then he's putting pressure with his right leg downwards, you see, on the shoulder of Marcelo. So Marcelo is having a trouble to stand up. And Marcelo, if he wants to stand up, he really needs to free his right arm. And also he needs to go into the right shoulder of his, just like this, you see. Now he's in better position. Because before this, he was stapled with both of his shoulders on the mat. So he does not have a good angle to create momentum, you see. But now his hand is free. And now Marcelo is looking for the right hand of Lovato. He's trying to capture it with his left hand, you see. You see how he's giving it to his left hand? And pay attention to the left hip of Lovato, how he's getting lower and lower. So Marcelo now has a good position to stand up. Even though his right hand was captured, he did not make that much difference, you see, because Lovato went so much lower than Marcelo with his hips. So when Marcelo exploded, that right hand, he did not even need it, that right hand, you see. Hey guys, most people study Jiu Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. Marcelo in close guard now. He's mostly looking to stand up and open the guard just like this, because if you know Marcelo, he never likes to open close guard on his knees. He will always try to stand up. But Lovato let it go himself. And now he's in double sleeves control here. Let's see what he will manage to do from here. And Marcelo can sometimes get stuck in positions like this when people control both of his sleeves. So it is very important if you give your arms to only give one arm instead of two. Like Leandro Lo used to do. If you watch Leandro Lo, he will only give his front arm, you see. So he will connect his front arm to his front knee. But he will never give both of his arms. And that was very nice mermaid sweep. Straight into knee slice, let's see. That was very interesting decision from Lovato to go into knee slice and give the half guard. Because you see, Marcelo was scrambling out and trying to stand up with everything he got. And that is mostly happening when people sweep and try to go into side control straight away. The person on bottom will fight with everything he has to not give the side control, you see. But if you go from sweeping into half guard, they will accept that position. Because in their mind, this is like, okay, they swept me, but at least I have a half guard, you see. So I will not scramble out and panic and give everything I have to escape. But if you try to go straight into side control, they will try to give everything they have to escape. So that is like a little mind trick you can do when you sweep. Sweep, and instead of trying to get into side control straight away, you can go into half guard and then try to pass from there. Because you will give half guard, but not like a full half guard when people are ready to sweep you. You will give just a little bit so they are comfortable playing the half guard, but they are not trying to give everything they have and explode to escape. Because you can lose the full position if you straight away try to go into side control. That is like just a little mind trick you can play on your opponent. And now Marcelo is in reverse half guard here. Let's see if he'll manage to do something. He's going for an arm lock, but that is a very low percentage. I think the best thing for Lovato here is looking for that near side underhook and then going back away for the knee slice, you see. Or getting a good crossface with the collar and again going for the knee slice, back again. Let's see, he's going for the collar. Yeah, he will go back again, I think, yeah. This is very good option from here. But also, I think, in my opinion, the best option is getting that underhook and then trying to go back for the knee slice. But Marcelo survived this, like always. This is very interesting round, very interesting. I really like how both of them are moving. Like, they're in the gi and they're constantly moving. There was not one position that they were stuck for a long time. Let's see, again starting from the knees. This is very interesting how in Marcelo Garcia gym, they're starting from the knees, but they never stay for long here. Marcelo pulling butterfly guard. Let's see, this is a deep position for him. So let's see what he will manage to do. He's looking for arm control for sure here. Yeah, that was amazing. That was mistake by Lovato because his left arm was captured and the right leg of his was up, you see. So it was so easy for Marcelo to sweep him there. That was like just so easy sweep. But now he is in Pent de la Hiva. Let's see if he will manage to do something from here. Marcelo is having trouble when people are controlling the arms of his. But when people are controlling his legs, he's very good at escaping these positions. And also forcing chest-to-chest half guard. He really likes to like smash these positions and force chest-to-chest half guard. If you see how he's pushing the De La Hiva leg of Lovato down. But Lovato is going for a berimbolo. Let's see what Marcelo will do. He's just putting his right hip down, putting pressure. Yeah, he had the opportunity to go for double unders there, but that did not work. Let's see. Oh, he did not... Marcelo did not manage to hold Lovato there. He backed away so much, so Lovato stood up, you see. You need to back away, but not so much that the person on bottom can stand up, you see. You always need to monitor his bottom leg, so he cannot stand up. And now they're again fighting for a position here, starting from their knees. But that was very interesting exchange. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was just crazy. Lovato is doing the same mistake. He will have his arm captured and then the far leg of his will be up, you see. So he's giving this like easy sweeps to Marcelo. If your right arm is captured, you need to have it connected with your right leg and your right leg needs to be up, you see. You cannot be on the mat with your right leg and your left leg up. You will make it so easy for the opponent to sweep you, you see. So that is a very, very important detail there. Let's continue. Marcelo Garcia now is in side control. This is a big trouble. And he's mostly looking for his north-south choke from here. If he's getting his left arm over the shoulder of Lovato, he's mostly looking for north-south choke. Let's see. Yeah, he is for sure looking for this north-south choke. But Lovato is turning to the side. This was very good from Lovato. Oh my god, that shoulder roll, perfect. And he's having a lasso here. Let's see if he'll manage to do something. Just perfect defense from Lovato. I did not think he will escape that easy from Marcelo. Watch the head of Marcelo. How he's circling out from that cross grip on the collar. Just amazing. Lovato is just fighting for grips here. He has a deep de la Hiva here. If he captured the left arm of Marcelo, this will be free sweep. But he did not manage to do that. He's mostly looking for that omoplata or triangle, but Marcelo is keeping compact. So it is hard for Lovato to do anything here. And the round ended. Hey guys, most people study Jiu Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. Guys, look at that size difference. Andrei Arlovski looks massive next to Marcelo Garcia. But what's crazy is how Marcelo's understanding of Jiu-Jitsu completely shuts down every physical advantage. It's not the size that decides this one. It's timing, leverage, and pure knowledge. Let's get right into it. Guys, pay attention how Marcelo Garcia is always trying to gain an angle on Andrei. Because Andrei is so much bigger, so he will never try to be centered with him. He's always a little bit off angle and trying to do these arm drags which are very safe. And he tried to do it again, but it did not work. Okay, single leg kicks now. Let's see, collecting both of the ankles of Andrei and straight away sweeping him backwards. Just amazing work. Now pay attention how Marcelo is keeping Andrei down. So he will force these positions where it will be difficult for Andrei to stand up. Watch how he's controlling the right leg of Andrei, you see? Because that is the bottom hip. So it's hard for him to stand up. Because he needs that leg to get under him so he can heist up. And now Marcelo is forcing this headquarters position. Let's see, he really likes to do backstep from here. Let's see if he'll manage to smash that left knee of Andrei. Yeah, he's trying, and he's doing a misdirectional knee slice. Amazing work. So Marcelo just backsteps, so Andrei Arlovski opens that near side underhook, you see? And now Marcelo has complete control of that underhook. Let's see if he will spin around for a Kimura or armbar. He really does not like to do a Kimuras, but he really likes the armbar from here. Let's see if he'll manage to do something. Maybe north-south choke. Yeah, he's going for this armbar. He needs to hold Andrei Arlovski's shoulders on the mat, because Andrei is so much bigger. If he stands up and puts pressure on Marcelo, it will be hard for Marcelo to finish this armbar. So the best bet for Marcelo is keep the shoulders of Andrei on the mat. Marcelo is trying to underhook the left leg of Andrei. That is a smart option from here. Let's see. Marcelo is going higher on the wrist so he can finish this armbar. Let's see if he'll manage to do it. And in my opinion, Andrei is just looking for a timing to explode. So he's waiting for Marcelo to yank his arm. And he's waiting for Marcelo Garcia to create momentum, you see. So if Marcelo Garcia is just like yanking the arm backwards, that will create momentum. And that will give good opportunity for Andrei to explode into top position. And watch how Marcelo is controlling that left arm of Andrei. And now he's going higher on the wrist, which is very good for breaking that grip of Andrei. But also, if you don't have full control of the shoulders of the opponent, it can slip. The arm of the opponent can slip if you are going that much higher on the wrist. But for breaking that grip is awesome. And also for finishing the armbar. And now Andrei tried to explode, but Marcelo used his right leg to completely shut down Andrei's attempt. And Andrei really looks strong from this position. Who knows how strong his grips are. So Marcelo is having a lot of trouble finishing this position. Yeah, he's yanking it backwards, so I think that is bad because, yeah, it creates momentum, you see. So now it will be so much harder for Marcelo to finish that, yeah, and he let it go. The best bet for Marcelo is taking the back of Andrei. He will have much more success from the back. And Andrei is going on the knees all the time, so Marcelo's best bet is these arm drags from these positions. When people are on their knees, those arm drags, or also heisting up with a collar tie, those are very good options. But also, it depends what posture the opponent has. If they are with a high posture but on their knees, it will be hard to get like a collar tie heist up. But if they are very low with their head, it is a very nice option to go with a collar tie and then heist up and maybe get a headlock or just go behind the elbows and take the back. But if you see how Marcelo is so much lower than Andrei Arlovski, and that option will not be open for him, you see. So the best bet for him is just doing these arm drags. Or 2-on-1 and then going to single leg kicks. Something like that. But if you watch how Marcelo is moving his hip, he's trying to do this arm drag. Yeah, single leg. Let's see. Oh my god, that was amazing. He put down Andrei Arlovski with a single leg. And he's in a very good position to pass. Yeah, he's going to the left now. Let's see if he'll manage to jump over that right knee line of Andrei Arlovski. Yeah, straight into side control. Maybe he will look for north-south from here. Andrei Arlovski is set up for this north-south, but also he has that left underhook of his. So if he explodes, it will be hard for Marcelo to completely hold this position. So Marcelo is just looking to hold this position right now. But now he's going into north-south. Let's see if he's trying to set up this north-south for sure. Let's see if he'll manage to do it. Maybe looking for a mount, but Marcelo really doesn't like to finish people from mount. It is very rare. Sometimes he will do like a triangle from mount, but mostly he's looking for this north-south, I think. And when he's hip switching like this, most of the time he's looking for Andrei Arlovski to explode into him so Marcelo can get something, yeah, like back take or guillotine from there. But that was interesting because instead of Andrei exploding into Marcelo, he exploded away from Marcelo to the right, you see. So Marcelo was going for the back take straight away because that was the only option that was open for Marcelo. If Andrei breached into him, the guillotine was open, you see. But that was very interesting how Andrei went away from Marcelo, instead into Marcelo. And let's see if Marcelo Garcia will manage to finish Andrei from the back. I think the best bet for Marcelo is trying to capture one arm of Andrei. Yeah, he's trying to capture the top arm of Andrei. That is a very safe option for Marcelo. And again, Marcelo is going for this top arm of Andrei. And straight into rear naked choke. Marcelo created a dilemma for Andrei. So he went to capture the top arm of Andrei. And Andrei, to defend that arm, he breached and opened his neck. And Marcelo only needs a split second to get under that neck of Andrei. And he finished him. That was amazing. Amazing work from Marcelo. That timing was perfect. And Marcelo is pulling butterfly guard straight away. Let's see if he'll manage to get something like arm drag again. Because now Andrei knows that. He's going up and straight into single leg kicks. And Marcelo finished that hip push sweep from single leg kicks so easy. And Andrei is in the La Hiva. I did not expect this. And backstep from Marcelo and straight away going for this misdirectional X pass now. Straight away capturing that far side underhook. Going for armbar. But now Andrei exploded and Marcelo, instead of trying to finish the armbar, he took the back of Andrei Arlovski. This is why Marcelo Garcia is so good. He only needed one failed armbar attempt to completely adapt his strategy. The moment he realized the back take was the easier option to finish, he shifted his whole game so he can get to that position. That's real jiu-jitsu. Constant adjustment, instant awareness. And Marcelo Garcia is looking for that top arm trap again, but the round is about to end. Hey guys, on my Patreon, I post free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't share on YouTube. On top of that, you'll find a lot more study material, built to level up your jiu-jitsu. I'm sure you'll come across something there that helps your game. The link is in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has moments that change everything. And this was one of them. Marcelo Garcia, undersized, underestimated, facing Ricco Rodriguez, an ADCC champion and a UFC heavyweight star. What happened next? It wasn't supposed to be possible, but it became one of the craziest submissions in ADCC history. So let's start, because this match only gets crazier and crazier. Straight away, Ricco Rodriguez takes down Marcelo using Marcelo's favorite move, an arm drag into a double leg, and forces half guard with a strong hip-to-hip pressure. Most people don't know, but Marcelo's first main guard was half guard, and he only switched to butterfly after losing a big match because he struggled to sweep. Watch how Marcelo uses his leg to put in the butterfly hook in, allowing him to push Ricco easier and regain the seated position. At that time, Marcelo Garcia was the best butterfly guard player in the world, but he really struggled when opponents forced him into supine position. A few times his guard was passed because they controlled him there and managed to break through. That is exactly what Ricco is trying to do. But Marcelo's ability to regain his seated position is truly one of the best in the world. What really makes him different from most athletes is that he is never afraid to keep attacking, constantly pushing forward. Just look how much smaller he is compared to Ricco, and yet Marcelo is the one chasing him down, refusing to back off. Ricco tries a crazy armbar, but Marcelo blocks it and goes for his own wrestle up. Ricco shuts it down, and they end up in close guard. Pay attention to how Marcelo keeps his knees tight to his chest, and his arms bent and tight, never reaching or overextending. So when Ricco jumps for the armbar, he's completely blocked by Marcelo's frames. In my opinion, this is the best and safest way to defend flying attacks. Always maintain a strong structure when playing guard and never overextend or reach. Let's see what Marcelo will do from this close guard. And Marcelo is straight away choosing to open his close guard. And I think that is a very smart idea, because people who are bigger than you, it's easy for them to stall from close guard. So Marcelo chose to sit up and play this butterfly guard. With that wrist grip, let's see if he'll manage to do something. He's going into elbow slide straight into a single leg, getting up, but Ricco is so much heavier than Marcelo and he puts him down. So let's see if Marcelo will manage to do something. Yeah, Ricco is so heavy, he's putting so much pressure on Marcelo. But this is a big mistake Ricco is doing here. So let's see. Oh my god, Marcelo is getting deeper and deeper into this position. And he swept Ricco. Let's see if he'll manage to stick this position out. And he did. That was crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so let's see it in slow motion. A big mistake by Ricco was putting his whole weight on Marcelo's legs while trying to choke him. That gave Marcelo the momentum to elevate Ricco overhead and trap both of his ankles. All Marcelo needed to do now is sweep Ricco backwards, which is not easy task. Ricco is a lot bigger than Marcelo, but Marcelo managed to do it, and pay attention how he gets this double underhook straight away. Because Ricco is an MMA fighter, they are very good at getting up straight away. So those double underhooks are very good to keep them down, you see. And now straight away Marcelo goes into close guard, which is also very good position to keep people down, because you control their hips, you see. But Marcelo doesn't wait. He straight away pops up and tries to open the guard of Ricco. So let's see if he'll manage to do it. Ricco is holding him very, very tight, so let's see. Marcelo is one of the best at opening close guard. I've never seen him have problems with opening close guard, so let's see. His main opening is just standing tall, and he's never scared to do it. So let's see if he'll manage to do it with Ricco. So Ricco was going for a Kimura, but when that didn't work, he tried to stand up. But Marcelo was so quick to get behind Ricco's elbows and take the back. I'm not sure what the exact rules were back then, but for a long time you were allowed to slam your opponent if you were in a submission threat, which in my opinion Ricco wasn't. Marcelo just had a seatbelt, so the judges were confused on what to do, and they ended up restarting them in the same position they ended. Even though Ricco almost killed Marcelo with that slam. Today all slams like that are illegal under ADCC rules. And that slam was one of the hardest I've ever seen. Marcelo was clearly shaken, but he still continued the match. And even after a few minutes, they're still unsure on how to restart this position. And the crowd is going wild in the background, not knowing what is happening. And the second judge steps in to set them up. And it's a really strange position, so let's see. This is a very good position for Ricco to end up in side control. So let's see if Marcelo will handle the pressure. Straight away, Marcelo is pushing Ricco off. That was very good. Sitting up, let's see. Oh my god, Marcelo got a single leg X and straight into outside heel hook. That was crazy. Hey guys, most people study Jiu Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.